The seventh day. The seventh day. Genesis 2, 1-3. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their vast array. And by the seventh day God had finished the work he had been doing. So on that day he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because on that day he rested from all the work of creation that he had accomplished. The Sabbath observed. Exodus 16, 22-30. On the sixth day they gathered twice as much food, 2 omers per person, and all the leaders of the congregation came and reported this to Moses. He told them, "This is what the Lord has said. Tomorrow is to be a day of complete rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. So bake what you want to bake and boil what you want to boil. Then set aside whatever remains and keep it until morning." So they set it aside until morning, as Moses had commanded, and it did not smell or contain any maggots. "Eat it today," Moses said, "because today is a Sabbath to the Lord. Today you will not find anything in the field. For 6 days you may gather, but on the seventh day, the Sabbath, it will not be there." Yet on the seventh day some of the people went out to gather, but they did not find anything. Then the Lord said to Moses, "How long will you refuse to keep my commandments and instructions? Understand that the Lord has given you the Sabbath. That is why on the 6th day he will give you bread for 2 days. On the 7th day everyone must stay where he is. No one may leave his place." So the people rested on the 7th day. The Sabbath rest. Hebrews 4, 1-11. Therefore, while the promise of entering his rest still stands, let us be careful that none of you be deemed to have fallen short of it. For we also received the good news just as they did, but the message they heard was of no value to them, since they did not share the faith of those who comprehended it. Now we who have believed enter that rest. As for the others, it is just as God has said. So I swore on oath in my anger, they shall never enter my rest. And yet his works have been finished since the foundation of the world. For somewhere he has spoken about the seventh day in this manner, "And on the seventh day God rested from all his works." And again, as he says in the passage above, "They shall never enter my rest." Since then, it remains for some to enter his rest, and since those who formerly heard the good news did not enter because of their disobedience, God again designated a certain day as today, when a long time later he spoke through David, as was just stated, "Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts." For if Joshua had given them rest, God would not have spoken later about another day. There remains then a Sabbath rest for the people of God. For whoever enters God's rest also rests from his own work, just as God did from his. Let us, therefore, make every effort to enter that rest, so that no one will fall by following the same pattern of disobedience.